Hey everyone, Wolfie. So I'm finally going to try to redo a video of my electric bike battery. I've been trying to explain to people what it's doing and that kind of stuff. But chickens are out today. So here is what's going on. I'm going to kind of explain it as I go through. It's not acting right. It happened a few weeks ago where I came back home one night after work. It was around 4:30 in the evening. So 4:30 to 4:35, and I plugged it in to charge. And by 9:30, maybe 9:35, the charger was still indicating that it was still charging, which is not right. So I did some research on it. They should have a full charge within a 6.5 hour to 8 hours of charging. And if it just indicated that it was still charging. However, the battery didn't accept the charge, even though it indicated it was still charging. So I'm going to show you some very suspicious things on what it's doing. And if you guys could comment or post a link in the comments of your video and telling me what's going on, I'll greatly appreciate it. So here's what it's doing. So this is the battery right here. It's a nice battery. That's the details on it. But here's what it's doing. But first, I'm going to show you something. This is the key for it, and it says, obviously, again, your on-off switch for those of you who I told. Now when you put the key in, you push it, turn it to unlock. This little thing right here lifts up, as you can tell, so you could pull the battery out of the bike and possibly replace it, charge it, do whatever. But when you turn the key to where it says off, this is locked into the bike, and the battery is completely off. But you turn it on, okay, the battery is on. So what I'm going to do is push it, and you can see that it is unlocked and it's past the off switch. It should not have any power coming out of it. Here's what it's doing. I got my good old little multimeter here. I bought it a long time ago. Hardly even used it. So, as you can see, that's the output that goes to the battery, to the bike. Then before I get too carried away, I am going to turn it on. And it shows nothing, because obviously... Now remember, the battery itself is turned off. It is still putting out 20 volts of power. The key is shut off. And I'll show you something else too that I don't like. And neither does my uncle. Right here is your charging port. This here is the charger. Oh, come on. This goes in there to charge. But I'll show you something else. I don't know if this is normal. So you know it's still getting power out that end. and the battery is shut off. Connect these. Like literally just it's hard to do it with one hand. It's literally hard to do it all this with one hand. It's still putting out power in the charging port. That doesn't seem normal to me. Now, if this battery has a BMS, which is a battery management system, it should not be doing this. Now, remember I said it did not accept the charge, but I still used it, and I had to use it the next day. So I'm going to turn the key on. Obviously that's going to be a little bit harder to deal with right now because it is turned on. But the battery is it's completely dead according to my bike. I'm still going to put it in. It's around 44.8 volts on the output. I'm not going to do anything to it. This is where you really want to be careful not to short this out because I don't need anything to happen. It is still 44.8 volts output through the charger. Well, the charging jack. Now, what I am going to do, common sense, turn it off, make sure it's completely off, the key is out of it. Now, this is the charging port, or charging brick, excuse me. The light, you can see is, let's see if I can kind of get it close. So you can see it's green. Green means it should be fully charged. Well, obviously it's not indicating any power. I'm going to plug it into the battery. And it should be a solid red, but it's not. It's acting like the battery is sucking so much power out of the charger, and the charger is cutting the current. That way it's like a safety protection, excuse me, to not overpower the battery. But that's what it's acting like. Because you can see, if my camera will focus, it's acting like it's drawing too much current. Now, just leave that in for a second. I plug it in. That did not work. Now this is what's really weird. Then being very careful. You can see it's fluctuating. I don't like that, neither does my uncle. Now, we'll turn the key on. It's still at 44.8 volts, but here's this. The light is solid green. What the heck? I don't know. Then when this is shut off, it goes back to that pulsing stage or whatever it is. So just unplug that. Now, see? It's unplugged. It's solid green. Hang on a second. I'm gonna attempt to do something without getting my hand blown off. figure of speech. I am going to connect my charging brick directly to my multimeter, so that way you could see the power. 53.9 volts. And then, as we look to on the charging brick, output 50. Hang on. Okay, come on. I know. See, it's 54.6 volts. 2 amps. 109.2 watts. So this is still giving out the amount of power. But however, you've seen what it's doing. It's not charging it, and it's been like that, and I kept it on there for a day or so, and it still wouldn't charge. It was starting to be really weird. But again, the battery is completely shut off. I don't know what I said. But again, considering this, it's still 20 something volts, whatever. Now, to be sure that the key is completely shut off, is I'm going to switch it to the off position, and still. Now on the bike, there's no third wire. That's kind of what this is. It's just a direct positive and negative. But still, it's giving up power on that end. Lift this little thing up again. Contact. Oh crap. Okay, now we got contact. It's still the same thing. Again, we turn the battery on. .8 volts. So when this is turned on, it's putting power back out to the charger. Make sure this is just completely shut off. So you can definitely see, I don't know if that's normal for it to be putting power out when the key is shut off. Let alone is it supposed to be feeding power back out to the battery. If this has what's called a BMS, which is a battery management system, which all lithium batteries are required to have, and it shouldn't be putting power back out to the charging port, and it shouldn't be putting power out the output plug that plugs into the bike, obviously, because that's still, when you plug it in, it's still going to create a spark. But the safe way to do it is to have the key completely shut off, so when you plug it in, it ain't going to make no spark, no nothing. But it's not shutting off. Is this normal? Is this... I don't know. It's in the... You've seen that the charging... But when it's charging, it is the green light. It's supposed to be a solid red LED light when it is charging. When it is fully charged, it is solid green. How do I know this? I had the same exact battery before hooked up on my first electric bike upgrade that I did. Well, this battery is really not working. But right now, I don't have the money to go out, waste another, I don't have the money to go out and buy another electric bike battery and all this other stuff. Because right now, I'm not going to say right now for sure what my next plan is. There is a next plan. Not what you possibly think it is. I don't know. But bottom of the line here, I don't have the money to buy a new setup. And the battery, as you've seen, it would not shut off. It will not charge. It's putting power back out, both ends on and off. It does not make any sense. I talked to other people, makes no sense to them. There, you see what it's doing. I swear, I think a chicken just laughed at me. If you want me to go into more detail, just ask me and I'll try to. And, I don't know. Considering the fact that it will not shut off. And if it has a BMS in it, which is a battery management system, again, okay, it should not be putting power out if the key is off. And it shouldn't put power to putting it back out to the charger. Unless if something that happened within the battery and it blew out my charger, I don't know. But quick video, I want to get this uploaded today, which is August 2023. It's been a crazy year, I know, for a lot of people, especially on my end. So anyway, I just wanted to show you what is going on with it, and I may try to find people online that could, well, actually that works with lithium batteries. Hopefully this will, I can get some feedback from them after they watch it and stuff like that. See if it's something that it doesn't matter if it's happening or not, or if there's something serious with the battery, or do I have a faulty charger. But again, right now, I don't know, and I don't have the money to go out and buy another setup. The battery, the charger, and the thing, that mounts on the bike. That was $400 plus shipping. And it wasn't cheap. And I'm not gonna intentionally buy another one. So, and I'm gonna try to reach out to more people, see if they know what's going on. Instead of me telling them, they could just look on my channel for this video. What's wrong with my battery? Hopefully they will understand something and have some positive feedback. I did research on it. My uncle did research on it. We cannot figure out what's going on. So, in the meantime, I am still riding my bike, pedaling like a kid. I'm like a big boy who has an electric bike, but the battery quit working. Ooh. Yeah, well, I don't know. It's electronic, and electronics fail. And I only had it for maybe a month and a half. Charged it twice a week. Something's not right. Have a good day.